Well, hello there. Guess what you stumbled into? Yes, the Nailsin rating. Say, have you heard any new Star Wars news lately? Yeah. Well, apparently there was an announcement that, they're canceling the spin-off movies, but then wait! Here comes ABC News saying, no, multiple films are still in development. So what does that mean? I don't know. Will we get a Kenobi movie? Well, probably not anytime soon, because Ewan McGregor's doing that Stephen King movie. And so there's that. And, well, I don't know. So, hope for the best. But the sad thing about it is that a lot of this is all because of the gaping wound left by The Last Jedi. And it's already claimed its first victim in Solo. And so maybe the idea would be, they don't like spin-off movies. No, that's not it. In fact, the spin-off movies so far are better than the regular trilogy movies. So the ranking I put it as is Rogue One is the best so far of the Disney Star Wars movies. Then a distant second, you got Solo, because Solo wasn't a bad movie. It's got problems, but it's leaps and bounds superior to Last Jedi. And as far as all the belly aching about Alden Ehrenreich, well, yes, Anthony Ingruber would have been better. There's no doubt about that. But Alden Ehrenreich's performance was not bad. He did okay for what he had to work with, and I thought the scenes between him and Chewie worked, and for the purposes of that movie, he did all right. I mean, the problems with the movie, he's not one of them. So, anyway, but it's done. It bombed, and that's that. So, but it's still, I consider it a distant second behind Rogue One, and then, of course, Force Awakens is third place, and a bit distant. But Force Awakens, with all its problems, is nowhere near as bad as Last Jedi. And Last Jedi doesn't even register on my list. We're just going to have to drop that off the list, and we'll see what Chapter 9 does. But, yeah, we'll see. Boy, and speaking of Chapter 9, so that's the only movie they're saying they're putting all their attention on. And, well, it makes sense because it's the next one. And it's got a massive uphill battle here to make up for what Last Jedi did, and for the horrible damage it did to Luke Skywalker, which is pretty unforgivable and probably irrevocable. But I guess they're going to try. So a few rumors came out, and this is this article from Cosmic Book News, where and these are rumors, so, is it real or not? I don't know, but I got to talk about something. So, and some of these correspond with others I've heard about. This one doesn't really go into it. It says that Finn will resemble a gunslinger with 2 blaster pistols, so I guess he'll have him on the holster and all that. And I've heard that he's going to grow his hair out, so his hair will be longer. I don't know if that means he'll put it in dreadlocks or if he'll just be a big fro or what. But anyway, longer hair for Finn. And Poe Dameron will have a beard. No, not a wife. I'm sorry, I had to do it. But no, he'll have a beard. And Rose says he'll be associated with computers, so I guess she'll be kind of like the Chloe of 24 for Finn and Poe and whatever mission they'll be performing. Rey will have Jedi robes, but it says they'll resemble her costume from the previous movie, so I guess will be gray, that kind of color that she's been wearing, but they'll look more like Jedi robes. And so that'll be Rey there. Meanwhile, Kylo is, in this version, is said to be bald, which is interesting because apparently that was one of the ideas for him to be bald from The Force Awakens. Apparently some concept art and what have you. And they just dropped it and they had it with his long hair and everything. And I'd heard other stories that, he would have a shorter hair than he had previously. Well, this is pretty short. So, and keep in mind, this is a time jump, so it'll be years later, and that he would be bald. It also says he would have colors in his costume that have a lighter color like Snoke's. And that, if you had him bald and he's got that scar, what if the whole deal about Snoke, because there was always the mystery, is he Darth Plagueis or something like that? Who is he? Where did he come from? And all that. What if Kylo and Snoke are one and the same? And by that, I mean, what if Kylo's powers with the Force is so powerful, running out of words here, to the point that he's able to create a childhood imaginary friend and make him real. And you see Snoke, and he's all scarred and creepy and ugly looking, and this is a projection of Kylo's soul, which is in such turmoil, and that's the reflection of it. And this is a callback to like Darth Plagueis having the ability to manipulate midichlorians to keep people alive and that sort of thing, and create life. And then here's Kylo has done it subconsciously with his damaged mind, damaged and driven insane by the Force. And then Luke, he went to that island because it's the first Jedi temple, and he's looking for the books and everything to try to figure out is anything ever like this ever happened before, because he doesn't know what to do. It's such a strange and bizarre and dangerous and event within the Force. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Now, we've already seen Luke. He went there because he was depressed. Why he would go to the first Jedi temple when he no longer even believed in the Jedi, apparently, according to The Last Jedi. Why would he go? Yeah, I don't know. It should have been something like this. So, yeah, no, it's just an interesting theory. So, no, that will not be the case. Snoke will apparently appear in the movie. They're saying he'll be much creepier than in Last Jedi, more deformed looking, but this will probably just be an apparition. And of course, it could be an hallucination on Kylo's part, but if Kylo had the power like I'm suggesting, yes, Snoke could come back. So, speaking of Force Ghosts, of course, Luke would return as a Force Ghost and haunt Kylo just as he promised in The Last Jedi, so you'll have that. Rey will have a green lightsaber, but it has that cross guard lightsaber design, and it's better than Kylo's, of course. Yes, and so okay, great. Apparently, they returned to Luke's island for whatever reason. Oh, Rey will have a peaceful scene on the planet. Well, that's nice. There's a palace planet. Yeah, that's great. Oh, and Rey and Kylo will meet up there. Apparently, Rey, Finn, Poe, and Chewbacca and BB-8 will get surrounded by stormtroopers, and this will be an opening sequence of the movie. So I guess they'll have a big battle right at the beginning, instead of saying that it was all a dream like we all hoped they would. But no, they're not going to do that. The Millennium Falcon, of course, will be around, and Rose, Rey, Chewie, and Poe will take turns piloting the ship. Well, so okay. Jakku, of course, they go back to Jakku. Well, how about that? Maybe we'll find out who Rey really is. At this point, I'm guessing the only option left is that she's a child of the Force, the way Anakin was. And so, there you go. Rey and Kylo will have imagine this, they're going to have a lightsaber fight. So, yeah, that's great. The space battles that mirrors medieval warfare formations and tactics. Oh, okay. Maybe that's like a precursor to the Game of Thrones guys trilogy, which everyone's hoping will be the Old Republic, which makes sense because of the medieval nature of it, and they're coming out of Game of... Yeah, you get it. Anyway, of course, since everybody wants that, probably not what you're going to get. Look, I have high hopes for the Game of Thrones guys because they have the proven track record. As far as Rian Johnson's trilogy, you need to cancel that immediately and send him off back to, I don't know, art house films or what have you. Kylo Ren will have a new ship that's basically a more aggressive Imperial shuttle. Yeah, that's another problem with these Disney Star Wars films. The designs of the ships, except Rogue One. They had some pretty good ones. But the ship design for these movies has been pretty bad. They're just lacking any vision or originality whatsoever. Say what you want about the prequels, but the designs were new. Here you have just more or less a bunch of glorified flying bricks and then old designs from the original trilogy. And that's it. So, So there you go. There's your rumors. as far as Cosmic Book News has in this little article I'm reading. And Bald Kylo, yeah, maybe. And Force Ghost Luke. So, yeah. And there you go. So, does that get you excited and you want to go see it right now? I know it's going to be hard. At this point, I'm just have a sense of morbid curiosity about what are they going to do, rather than any excitement about seeing it. It's just really sad what happened. And again, Last Jedi has just left a gaping wound on the franchise. And it's all very sad. But once this is all over with, yeah, I am excited for the Game of Thrones trilogy. And maybe, just maybe, that could restore the franchise to its former glory. All right, thanks for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe. And hey, why not check out the links below that will link you to my many stores that have plenty of goodies for you.